Can you hear that?
I wanna talk about the real things in life that mean a lot to me now. Like a bird in the sky when you drop, you gonna wonder why now.
Ginger. Our language name for this one is Baja. What we'd use this tree for is the fruit on the bottom. As you can see, it's in season now. Have to be pretty quick to beat the scrub turkeys down here because they also like to feast on that as well. What we'd do is place a turkey trap around the base of the tree, and that acts as bait. So that is your Baja or Scottish ginger. Okay, what we have here is your stinging nettle bush. Our language is Jungali. The leaf itself is covered in tiny hairs. If you do brush past that in the rainforest, it could cause you a pretty bad sting. That usually lasts for a couple of months, and it's a lot worse in the warmer seasons of the year. So that is one tree to be avoided while walking through the rainforest. Explain what you're doing.
Okay, what I'm doing here is, I guess, clicking the stick. It's a loicane that you find in the forest. Split it down and put a little split on it, and you just give it a little click. You hear those little cicadas there. You'll hear them a long way. You could call them from a long way, and they'll follow you wherever you go and clicking this stick. And as kids, we used to shift them from one scrub to the other scrub. It was a game, you know, who could bring the most cicadas over into the scrub. And also, if you haven't got any bait, you know, you click the thing, you got bait flying to you. Put them on a fishing line, catch a fish. So there's just something you do, you know, we were doing as kids. That's it. Right, here we have a gunya that's made out of paper bark, eucalyptus paper bark tree. You get this one here, you get the softer paper bark, and you also get a stiffer paper bark, but this one here basically is what they use, the red tea tree. And whatever material we can find in the rainforest is used. So as you can see, if they patch this up a little bit better, it'll be really dry in there. Keeps the rain out and whatnot. And also in the winter time, when you got a little fire in front of you, it keeps you really, really warm, just like you got an electric heater in the front. First you got to put up the framework. I know when I put my first humpy up, I got the wrong tree. And Mum made me pull the whole framework down and get the right tree to put together. So you've got to get the right sort of sapling tree, and it's the Jirrbal tree, or pointed leaf begonia, and it is more flexible when you put it together. I guess this is more of a winter sort of begonia. Probably a man and his wife stays in that one, and yeah, it's you also make them out of the licuala palm, the leaf of the licuala tree. So they make a house out of that. Your lawyer vine there, put them together. They're more summertime sort of houses. You know, sometimes you'd see a whole bunch of these little gunya in a part of the rainforest where you got a group of people staying, and they share that one area, mainly to be close by the creek where they could go in the creek, have a swim, catch fish, and basically travel up and down the creek where there's food that is abundantly. That's where they put their little humpy up. So you know, they're up on higher ground this time of the year because the water's down on the lowland, and then you get them going up over the top to the tableland. But it's quite interesting when you go to these little, having camped in them, you know. Like I said, it's quite warm, and then when you get the other one that's a little bit open, it's quite cool. So I've sort of camped in one, and it doesn't take too long to knock one up. It'd probably take you about if you got all your materials close by, you'd probably take you about an hour, maybe a little bit more. So if you're walking, you know, all your materials close by, it won't take you long to knock one up.
Radio, everyone, you know, one afternoon, you know, I sit down my grandfather. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Cause life is too short to let those things slip by. If you do when you're older, you regret it. Cause life is too short to let those things slip by. If you do when you're older, you regret it. That you can be anything that you